We are live. Good evening, Lions fans. Let's take a look at this practice squad. It is about 5 hours past the waiver wire, where they had 24 hours to bring guys back, and the Lions have their 15-man practice squad. If they have added a 16 at 9:30 p.m., I have not found it just yet, but I do see the 15-man roster, the 15 out of the 16, I should say, on the practice squad. And let's take a quick look at them and give some thoughts on what we think. Starting at the top, we see quarterback Jake Fromm is back. Now, the Lions reported that just from that little bit of time, just from the weekend, 2 weeks, maybe it was him being in camp, and just that little bit of time he played in that Steelers game, that was enough to tell Brad Holmes and Coach Dan Campbell that Jake Fromm would be a better uh, number three quarterback than our guy Nate Sudfeld. Moving on, Jamar Jefferson was brought back at running back. He did finish out the preseason strong. And we have three wide receivers. First of all, long time Lion Tom Kennedy. Now, it may be just me, but it seemed like for 10 years, Tom Kennedy has been on the Lions team. He always shows up in the off season. He always plays in the preseason. Every now and then you will see him stick his head in the regular season here or there. And even if he's ever cut, he's always brought back on the practice squad. This is a guy that, I'm gonna be honest, pretty much every year I expect to see Tom Kennedy out there. Newly acquired Denver Bronco Tim Patrick is here. Now, the Lions put him on the practice squad. I thought that when the Lions acquired him that he was going to be on the active roster. I thought that was the reason why they had 52 men instead of 53. But they are bringing him in, putting him on the practice squad. They're probably going to give him about a week to see what he can do. And we also brought in Allen Robinson. At tight end, we bring back two guys that we let go yesterday. James Mitchell, if you saw my video on the 53-man roster, that was a guy that I thought they would bring back. They did. And Shane Zylstra is back on the practice squad. We bring in two offensive linemen, offensive tackle Jamarco Jones and center Kingsley uh, Agakin, two guys that were, at least Kingsley was out there during the preseason, and he did enough that they brought him back. The Lions signed four defensive linemen. Defensive lineman Pat O'Connor, if you heard me talk about him in the Steelers game, he got some decent push on the line. Kyle Pico, Chris Smith, and Isaac Akwu. A lot of Lions fans thought that Akwu would stick around, and he is. He's going to get another chance being out here on the practice squad, and he could be brought up just in case. They bring back one linebacker, Mitchell Agandi. I'm one of the people who thought that maybe Betts would get a chance to come back. I thought he showed a decent pass rush. He's a guy that, if the time is put into him, he could be a decent situational pass rusher. And the Lions brought back safety C.J. Moore. Now, if you look at the screen, that is 15 practice squad players. They can have 16. So there could be someone else out there that they're looking at, that they're holding out on. What position it could be, I am not sure. But what do you think, Lions fans? What do you think about this practice squad? What do you think about the players that were on the team that the Lions brought back? And what about new players who weren't here during the off season? Tim Patrick and Allen Robinson coming in. And the Lions do still have one more spot. So is there a player out there that you would like to, that you would like to see the Lions bring in? Or maybe is there someone who the Lions cut that you would like to see them bring back and put on the practice squad? Pretty much, Lion fans, that's it. We are ready to go into the season. Fingers crossed and prayers up that no injuries happen, that all of the starters stay healthy, and the Lions can get ready to make this run. Pretty much, Lions fans, is all I have on this one. Just wanted to give some thoughts on the practice squad. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you look at the ticker right there on the bottom of the screen, you can see our Twitter/X. I've told you all before, I'm always going to call it Twitter, but for those who may not, I say Twitter/X. You see our TikTok on the screen, and go over there and give us a follow on there, over there as well. All right, Lions fans, that's pretty much it for this one. Give me your thoughts on it. Until next time. Peace.